Hello fellow gypsies, welcome back to my channel. Tonight's first night. I am trying out camping with Buddy and my cat Sophie, and I have some videos of her. We went on a couple of hikes. It's pretty exciting. She seems to like it alright. She doesn't like the car much, but she's better this time. I'm just sitting here waiting for the sun to set. Move the car back over here where I'm sitting. I had to move it into the shade to keep her cool. I have a pending offer on my cabin finally. 2.5 years almost, finally. Sounds like it's going to go through. We're set to close the 17th, and that's been pushed to the 24th. And I'm fine with that. I'm still working full time, though they did cut my hours a little bit. I'm losing a couple hours a day, not making me happy, but school gets out in a week or two, and we'll start getting the tourist season will really kick in here. So I've been looking at vans. I found a couple in my price range, because now that I'm getting less than half of what I was going to get 2 years ago for my place. It's not going to be much left over after I purchased my van. But I found this spot up here on the North Bank Road. I had no idea there's camping out here. I've lived here 8 years, had no idea. It says you can stay here for 14 days, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm figuring out how I'm gonna keep Sophie cool while I'm at work in the car. So I'm not gonna have any place to keep her. I need to get a van as soon as possible. So that might be the first thing I do, is go get a van. And unfortunately a couple of them I'm looking at, one's in Massachusetts and one's in Virginia, and I don't like to fly, so that's a long drive. Several are in Colorado, and one in a couple in California, so those would be fine. That wouldn't be a couple days drive to go get my van. I'm just so ready. This has been great, just sitting out here in nature. Even though there's people camped down below me, I'm up here all by myself. So it's kind of nice for my first night to know that there's people. Like if I scream, someone's going to hear me. I don't think that's going to happen. I believe I'm divinely protected at all times. Because when I packed up in here today, I get out and there's this most gorgeous feather on the ground, and I'm just like, yeah. And honestly, check this out. The campground came with a fire pit and an Adirondack chair. Just looks so welcoming. Except that Adirondack chair has a big hole in the bottom, but you can't see that from here, so it's all good. It still looks welcoming. It's pretty actually darn hot right now. Sitting here in the sun. I've been sitting in the shade, but I thought I'd make a quick video, and I don't know if you can see the Chetco River down there behind me. There's so much glare on the phone I can't tell. So hopefully I made a few videos. I made one on Arch Rock. I haven't posted any of them. Hopefully tomorrow maybe, or this week, I will get some videos up and be ready to share my adventure, finding my van, getting my van, and hitting the road. Because I'm just grateful I had Buddy. She called a while back, was going to come and get him in a couple weeks. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But that hasn't happened. So hopefully, if nothing else, I would say, hey, can you give me 30 days? I'm not going to need 30 days. And I intend to deliver him wherever they want it and give them some money. I'd like to get it detailed for him, just because I've had it for 1.5 years. August will be 2 years I've had this car. It's just amazing. Just amazing. And I drove up here. This isn't too far. I'm not sure how far I drove. I just set the trip odometer on my way back down up here. It's 8 miles to Loeb, and it isn't long after that the road turns to a one-lane road, but it's paved all the way out here. I mean, and this has a whole horseshoe, so I haven't, something Bob from Cheap RV Living said, make sure there's 2 ways out. Someone were to block you in, so I could totally get down here if I had to. And I did crawl in to find out I can get in the front seat from the back, so it's alright. And I figured out that the little thing between the seats, because this happens to have the 3rd row of seating, when you lay everything down, there was a gap, and I'm like, what? I can't have this gap, right? The thing slides, so it makes it flat. So I'm all set tonight to see how I do alone, sleeping out here. Well, I'm not alone. I got Sophie. Get her on video too here one of these days. Well, I got the videos of us walking, but she's been a trooper. She got out of her harness and it was still attached. I don't know how she did it today. I put her on a little longer lead because it seems so short. I just have the leash. I hooked it to the bumper so she could wander around without, you know, wandering off. And she somehow did, and I had to climb down a cliff down here, drag her back up, because she wouldn't come, of course, because she's not a dog. So learning to navigate this with the cat, I really want her to get used to this, because if it's too stressful for her, I would hate to think I have to rehome her. So hopefully, I know she just loves me and I love her so much. We've been together 10 years, that she adapts to this and lives out the rest of her days with me safely. That's a big thing. Plus, you know, there's wild animals out here too. She could be lunch for somebody. She doesn't aware of that. It's just a big, I don't know what it is to her. But we used to go down to the harbor and the park. I got videos of that too, actually. The two of us, they would just follow me down there, and they'd just go all in the brush and look all around. But that was, I guess, their home-based territory. This is unfamiliar to her. Anyway, I think I've babbled on long enough. I'm looking forward to doing the videos of me getting my van. And I'll make more videos because I don't know how long I'll be in Buddy until I find a van I'm actively seeking. But I know once they pay you, I found this out with my last house, they don't give you the money right away. So I won't have the money until they release my funds. I'm at the credit union, though. Maybe this will be different. Just take a nice pretty cashier's check to somebody and buy my new home. I'm so excited. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Light, love, and healing, my fellow gypsies.